Hello, how are you doing? It is Strawberry Gato with bangs. I am here with Gone Before Goodbye, got at the library, written by Reese Witherspoon, Harlan Coben. It has 333 pages with epilogue, 3.7.5, no, 3.7 out of 5 on Goodreads, and it is a suspense novel that follows Maggie McCabe, a formerly respected Army surgeon who, due to depression, had an accident in an operation, lost her license, and was offered a very red flag job. She's desperate. She takes it. Life's in danger. What now? Let's go into more details. Spoiler free. We got the sexual content. There isn't any, but we're gonna go with Pico de Gallo only because it talks about the female body sometimes. And there's that sketchy dude. So I don't know. I'm just. It's probably, for some they're gonna say it's like salt completely clean, but we'll just put it as Pico de Gallo. And then we got gore and violence. Obviously, there's gonna be violence because it is a suspense novel. I'm gonna go with medium well because it focuses more on the surgical part of the story, while the violence kind of goes up more in the background. Swearing, I'm gonna go with lemonade with vodka because the story, again, it kind of stays a bit lighthearted, in my personal opinion, the entire time. Now, what I loved about the story, I mention this whenever I can, but I love when a story has a good plot twist, as in it's not that predictable, but it doesn't come out of nowhere. Because yes, it's suspense, but that's not how that's supposed to work. The characters weren't identical to each other necessarily. They could have been a bit more varied, but still they weren't identical. And it felt like the writer had an idea of what they're talking about when it came to the medical aspect of it, says the non-medical person. So if a doctor reads this like Dr. Mike, he probably wouldn't be impressed, but I was. What didn't work for me is that while it did have all these, cool fancy words and stuff, it would then pause and lecture you about life. Made it feel a bit not only preachy but a bit judgy too, which is funny because the main character Maggie, would constantly be like, I don't judge. Non-judgy people don't have to say they don't judge. Now, if I were to give it my own rating, I'd say a 4. Would I read it again? No. Would I buy the sequel? No. Would I recommend it to someone? Someone that likes suspense, but not necessarily having to be at the edge of their seat. Now, when I looked it up online, because these are books that I personally have not read, but similar books are The Business Trip by Jesse Garcia, First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, and everyone on the internet thinks you and me should read Tell No One by Harlan Coben. I wonder if the library has that one. If it does, I'll read it. Now, tell me in the comments section what attracts you to a book. Because I picked up this book only because it was written by Reese Witherspoon. That's it. the cover, the author, the blurb. You don't read. You can say that. I'd love to hear it. Yeah. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can wait for eternity for another book review. Bye.